like. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
All right, Broncos, let's go.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side.
Oh, so lucky early on. So lucky early on.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat.
Maybe he's down anyway.
Position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now Tua. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. It was Jamel Dean who brought him down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
There you go, baby.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz.
That's good defense on that one. Here we go, boys.
Move the ball on the ground.
You can score right here. We need to start it off right.
Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
Oh, ouch.
Incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target, and it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Lawrence. And this is caught for the Bronco touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, here's Tua. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Tua sets up to pass it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
First down, here's Mitchell. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Caught right side. It's Lewis. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed it.
Missed him. Good job.
Nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Good play, good play.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Here's Mitchell. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Nobody was fooled by that one. Good job.
Touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On play action, Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Hunter Long, the tight end, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will have a Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Now swing pass for Dillon. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They go play action with Lawrence, fighting to stay upright. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Down inside
sick.
the 10, and they're into the end zone.
That's sick, baby.
Hold on, there is a flag.
Climb that.
So
let's go.
They will decline the penalty there, and the result
nasty.
is 6 points.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
For the extra point.
I get that. That's what I get for that. Oh my God.
Off the left upright. It's no good. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh, come on, man.
And that will be incomplete.
Come on, man. Good defense.
One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The kick by Elliott is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's once again complete to Chark. He's got room to roam.
All right. Let's get this game even. Let's get this game going.
DJ Chark.
Wow.
In the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bears are able to cut into this
Good
lead
play.
in the final seconds of the 1st half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the 2nd half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the 1st half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 2.
Grab defense.
So 6 seconds, all that remains in this first half as the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Get up! Grab 23.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead of the locker room.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Guy.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Get it right, get it tight.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Carl Lawson showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And
Look at 69 I get together, bud.
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Lawrence will throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Harry. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Lawrence. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this.
Oh, nice play. Oh, nice play. Oh, that's a sick. That's a sick move right there. So nasty. Good job. Not hating on that. Oh, man, picked the wrong defensive play on that one, Rob. Look at that shit. Whoop. Nasty.
Massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator.
Watch out for Eli Mitchell, folks.
Big time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Got a man open, that's Harry. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Broncos first down.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. Real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Oh my God, even after all that, come on, man.
From this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made.
There you go. Good play, baby. Good play.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. In motion left, the tight end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jacobs going to be hit and not at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get him. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep him out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force him into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Drews. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. In motion left goes Jones. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man.
All right, one more time, defense. Let's go. Finish strong. Finish strong.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, how about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here's Tua. Able to find Jones.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Tua. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Throwing Tua. Able to connect with Chark. And he will get out of bounds with 23 seconds to play as he does pick up a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And
there you go. Good game, baby. Good game.
Shown up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
I know we played before. Good job. Always this close games, I believe.
To make their plays, but defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate.